Hey guys, I was supposed to do the Minecraft special today, but what ended up happening because of lack of time to finish is I couldn't get it done, so I just spent the last almost an hour setting up this really crappy little brief room here just to do the main thing that I wanted to do for the update, which was kill a wither in a custom map that I made. And I'm actually in that custom map right now. You just can't see it because I built an obsidian box on my map just to stage this boss battle. I guess this is also going to serve as a test to see whether or not this stuff here will suffice for this boss battle. I actually didn't take food into account. I probably should have, but no, I think I'll be fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to take out weapons I'm going to use. I have several different choices of weaponry here. Got my adamantium boots with blast protection and feather falling, which I figured would be really good. Not so much the feather falling, blast protection seems really legit, so got that. Projectile protection 4, since I figured it's probably projectile damage, so got Carmine's helmet, Gears of War reference there. Bulletproof vest, projectile protection 4. No, same old. It was between that and the combat suit, and I figured I'd go projectile protection. Same with my Juggernaut pants here, Call of Duty reference. Instead of protection 4, it's projectile protection. So that's what I'm banking on, is that projectile protection is the way to go. It also have probably the best bow you can get in the game here. Unless there's a Flame 2 and Infinity 2 enchantment, I think this is probably the best you'll ever get with the new anvils. Which I use these anvils to make these, by the way. The way anvils work, you just combine stuff on them, basically. I could show that really quick, but right now I'm sure you guys are well aware of how that works. So I'm going to throw on my super ultimate armor of doom. I'm also going to throw on this potion of invisibility because I'm a cheating bastard. And speaking of which, potion of invisibility, they basically make your skin disappear. That's going to be very hard to play with that in mode, so we're going to go right up and start this boss battle here. I set up a whole arena here. Multiple hind. I'm on peaceful, aren't I? Well, we killed the wither. Okay, now we've changed difficulty. Give me a second here. I'm just gonna game mode 1 out of this embarrassment. Because that was stupid. Oh, that was... I forgot to take it out of peaceful. Because I was building, I was tired of dealing with mobs everywhere. So, now we're out of peaceful. Just go through. Grab 3 of these. Back to game mode 0. Is my potion still on? Yes, it is. Good. And there's your wither, and he's gonna probably explode very quickly here. And explosion, which means the boss battle has started. Stupid bat. Oh god, he is breaking through. Use your sword. Blade champions, blade champions. Okay, perhaps I made this way too easy. Well, there's the wither boss, and he dies, and he drops this nether star here, which I believe can use for your crafting of certain things. I definitely threw enough glowstone around here, clearly. So yeah, clearly I made this fight a little bit too easy with all the obstacles and stuff. But, you know what? It's good to know. It's better to know I made it too easy now than, you know, to go into the actual map that I was going to build and then realize it's too easy. Because that would be kind of bad. So it seems a super powerful sword, like these completely broken swords I've created here. The only difference between them is one has looting, one doesn't. Sharpness 5 is ridiculous. If you want to know how to get Sharpness 5, you need an anvil, and all you need to do is combine two Sharpness 4 swords. and you'll get sharpness 5. Because it automatically stacks them together. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so as from now, I'm going to go back into creative here. I'm also going to switch the difficulty back to... Actually, you know what? I think I'll leave it like this for now. But I'll just go back out. As you can see, stuff is spawning everywhere because I have a ceiling on this entire map. Which I should have put lower in hindsight, but I don't feel like we're building everything I already built. So this is the map so far that I've created. And as you can see, I just built the obsidian box there for my high creepers. For my boss battle test. Yeah, creepers are the reason why I decided to take it out of game mode. And I'm still getting some spawnage within the map, which not a very good sign, but then again, there's not going to be any redstone under this main part, so I'm not too worried about it. Now I'm only on easy, so I can't break doors, so that's going to get very annoying too. Creepers are walking off a building, suicidal creepers. And as you can see, here's the Resident Evil theme right here. Hey, look, it's Umbrella. And my shitty rendition of their logo. And this is going to be a massive building. I don't want to show the middle of it yet, but I need to put buttons on this side of the building. Well, it's probably a good thing I did this, because I need to remember to put buttons here anyway. Cool door closing. Okay, see, no entry past this point for authorization. This is basically going to be the main starting room of my entire Umbrella thing. I still need to do a lot of decoration on this map, so it is by no means really close to done. The starting building is going to be this one down at this end. When I do get it done, I'll show you that, because it was basically the first building I built out here. Nice little blue carpet. Got a reception desk here, which I already threw in a bunch of buttons for the various doors here, including this one. There's going to be like 8 rooms, one of which is going to be your room, but because this is going to be the starting room here, I've basically got a little TV here. So I could probably actually create a really quick little TV screen here using a neat little trick that I think will probably work. So here's hoping. Okay, with that, where would maps be? Would they be under decoration, or would they be under... What are maps under? Miscellaneous. So as you can see, that's basically what the map looks like. And basically every single one of these little holes here is where I punched out for glowstone. Or it's just where, you know, chunks are glowing. So I'm going to do a little neat trick with this empty map. Which I figured I'd have to do anyway. As soon as I fill it out. Are slimes spawning now? Because that would be cool. Any slimes? Oh yeah, there's a couple. So I'm going to go out this way because they changed the map system now. I'm just going to map out this last little corner. Like I said, basically the way I generated this, I just generated a super flat world. And the 100 blocks above ground level, basically. I decided, or where it wouldn't be above ground level, because ground level, I think I put 1 layer bedrock and then just 9 layers of grass and dirt and all that. But then at layer 100 I put glowstone, and then I either put glowstone at layer 100 or 101, I can't remember, but I think I put black wool at 100, then at 101 I put glowstone. I think that's the way I did it. But yeah, that just basically creates an area where even if the sun does come up, it'll always be dark, so there will always be mob spawning, which kind of, it's a neat little way to circumvent the use of mob spawners. This TV screen's gonna not work, so there's your television. Kind of a really, really shitty television. But it is a television. I thought the map would actually stretch to the four corners. It would look better if it did, but you know what? That's a television. I don't care. So yeah, it's just me showing off the map. I don't have any story stuff really written down on the map yet. But I'm going to be using like a lot of books because I've got quite a bit planned, as you can see, for multiple buildings. Basically, my ultimate plan is each one of these buildings is probably going to have like some kind of a weapon or something. Whether it be a bow with power 4 or something, or an iron sword of sharpness 3. But basically the main area of this map, which is going to be the Umbrella building, is going to feature inventions that Umbrella's been working on, such as, you know, anvils and stuff like that, which will allow for combination of stuff you find in these buildings and throughout the Umbrella building, so you can combine your own weapons, basically, to take on the Wither. And that's basically the entire concept that I'm coming up with for this map. And that's getting very annoying. I put a police station here too, kind of last minute. Figured why not have you work as a private detective investigating why there hasn't been anyone coming in or out of the Umbrella building for a couple days. So it's not really... So this would be kind of like a pre-Raccoon City incident Umbrella, I guess, if you were to call it that, because zombies wouldn't have really came out yet. Or at least there wouldn't be a mass zombie infection. There'd still kind of be NPCs around. So this would be like before the outbreak, basically. Is what I'm creating. It's completely fictional. It probably has absolutely nothing to do with the Resident Evil universe, since I am not very well versed in Resident Evil universe. All I know is what I know from the 4th game and the 5th game, which is absolutely nothing, basically. All I know about Raccoon City is basically the 30 minutes or so I watched of one of the movies. That's about it. Outbreak, stuff gets bad, people fight zombies, the end. Then Leon is somehow involved. That's all I know about the entire Raccoon City. Plus I watched someone play through Resident Evil 2. That doesn't tell me much, but... So it's very loosely based, more or less, on the entire Resident Evil universe. I was kind of using it as an excuse for fighting the Wither, which is something that they're working on. I'll probably have to incorporate command blocks in here somehow to have it teleport to the actual boss fight, because having it in this building would probably cause a lot... Well, actually, it could work in this building, because I think as long as people right up against the outside walls, it would probably be fine. Because there will still be a ceiling. As long as it can't fly off, you're good. That's the biggest thing. The second the Wither starts flying off, you're screwed. But if you can contain it, the fight is a lot easier. That's the biggest part. Now that I know that containment really makes this fight easy, and having decent armor also makes this quite easy, I probably won't worry too much about it. I think I'll leave this entire chamber here as kind of an Easter egg for my testing. Besides from that, this is basically what I have so far. Building process is still underway. I think I still need to do a top floor of this building with lights and all that, and there's probably shit all over. Yeah, there's creepers in there and everything already, so that we just switch us back to peaceful, get rid of all those mobs. These bats are bugging the crap out of me too. Another little Easter egg, there's going to be a lot of bats in buildings because they fly around all over the place because I made the map dark. And I kind of tried to create like a artificial starry sky, but the problem, as you can probably see, is the horizon is still clearly visible, so I'd have to go install single player commands and just build like black walls around each perimeter if I wanted to get rid of that. Or I'd just put a message saying, you know, set time to 0 when you play this map, because when it gets to daytime it looks really stupid just having blue sky and then just this black thing above. Kind of stupid looking. But yeah, it's my own problem. Like I said, lowering the skyline would probably help that a lot. But yeah, that's enough of me blabbering on about this map. This is what I've got done so far. I hope you guys enjoyed what I have done so far. Kind of just a little quick special. Once I do finish it, I will probably be posting it up. But you know what? I've got to finish a case study for university, and I've got 4 different term papers. Well, 3 term papers and an oral presentation that are due in November, so chances are I'm not going to have a lot of time to work on that if I don't get it done by the end of this week. So that might not get done till December if I don't get it done by the end of this week. So we'll see how that goes. Because let's see, I have a midterm tomorrow. I also have a test on Wednesday, plus a case study yet to do tomorrow as well. I have so much work. It's not even funny. I should have been doing it all of October, but I've been procrastinating like hell. Didn't help that, the Killing Floor update came out last week, and then RuneScape had its free XP weekend, which I'm experienced for in that game. Even though I haven't played it for like a couple weeks before that, second I heard about the XP weekend, it's like, well, all of a sudden, there goes my weekend. So I played that for like a few hours, which I, no, honestly, probably should have spent on that map. Now I'm rambling, but yeah, I spent not 18 hours, 13 hours so far on what you've seen there. So anyways, now I'm rambling on about nothing. I will call it here, and I will see you guys later. So here's hoping I get that map done soon.